Hey everybody, great to see you on this Thursday morning. Julie's off for a couple of days, so we've got the one and only Miss Jackie Darris here today.
Oh,
hey.
Goodness. Hey, how are you? Taking my weather hat off and putting my fun hat on, I guess, huh?
Yeah. You know, we get to work together really early in the morning on the morning news,
We do.
6 a.m. And I really find it interesting. You told me one time early on that you didn't start out as a meteorologist.
That's true.
Yeah.
I started out with a degree in journalism and started doing the news, and by a fluke I got thrown in the weather chair, and I loved it, and I had always been interested in the weather, but went back to school, got my credentials, and the rest is history.
Who knew?
Who knew?
Who knew you wanted to be weather?
Yeah, it's fun to be flexible and
It
be able
is.
to do a little bit of both.
And did you ever think you would be hosting a talk show?
Not so much,
No.
but here we go. We'll give it a
See,
go.
this is the fun thing about this job, right? You never know what's going to happen
I
or
know.
what kinds of opportunities you're going to get. So I'm looking forward to
So be
having a
nice
good
to
time
me
on this.
today
Oh,
and
you
help
know I
walk
will.
me through the show. Kids
Please.
gloves today.
You're a pro. Come on. Well, you've heard of the dating app Tinder, right?
I have.
Yes, I've heard of it too.
Yeah.
Although I've not tried it, but anyway, I'm married. You know, I'm an old married woman. So anyway, apparently Tinder got really irate at Vanity Fair, and they erupted with this sort of Twitter tirade. So they went on this epic rant against the magazine because Vanity Fair had published this article about the app, and they thought it was a scathing article. It was about how apps like Tinder, are destroying the rituals of courtship. They said several times in the article, noted by men, sometimes women too, that these apps, you know, they're great at helping you hook up.
Right.
So
yeah,
it like
it's about the
adds
hookup,
to the
not the
hookup
relationship.
culture. Right,
right?
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not good.
You know it isn't. So anyway, Tinder also says that they never contacted, they were never contacted by the magazines, the writer, the person who wrote this article. She never called and said, hey, what do you think? Can you comment on this?
Right. So they say that they were never contacted about the story. They questioned the survey that said 30% of its users are married. Like you and me, married. That's not good news. And the Vanity Fair writer responded to Tinder's claims by saying that the article isn't even about the app. So Tinder has not apologized, and they're saying our intention was to highlight the amazing stories that are sometimes left unpublished, and in doing so, we overreacted.
Well, okay, so they're admitting that they overreacted. Okay. Maybe they did. I mean, if they're going to, how many tweets in like a whole bunch of tweets in like a matter of hours, something like 30 tweets in 4 hours or something. So, you know, you can understand that they were angry about it, but I really do feel that the author of that article should have at least contacted them. If they're going to say their name in the article, you should contact them for it.
Maybe it was not fair to single them out because obviously that's going other places.
All right, so there is, it seems like it pays off really well to be a female tennis star. Listen to this one. Maria Sharapova, Serena Williams, and Caroline Wozniacki. They are the top 3 highest paid female athletes. Sharapova, she raked in $29 million this year. And she has been the world's highest paid female sports star for the past 11 years. Wow.
Serena Williams was a close behind with almost $25 million. In fact, there's 7 female tennis players that are in the top 10. NASCAR's Danica Patrick, MMA fighter Ronda Rousey, and golf Stacey Lewis were also in the top 10.
We picked the wrong field there.
Maybe
Meteorologist is great, but tennis may be better.
Yeah, I don't think the pay's quite the same, unfortunately. So I guess I have something to work on in the upcoming month. Well, speaking of female stars, we have one joining us here this morning.
That's right. She is an award-winning singer-songwriter, and she's about to release her album next Friday called Right Here, Right Now. American Idol Season 6 winner Jordan Sparks joins us by satellite. Hey, Jordan, good to see you.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning. Good to see you too. I was hearing you talk about the tennis stars, and I'm sitting here thinking, I think I chose the wrong profession too.
Oh, join the crowd. But anyway, you must be counting down the days now till your new album comes out. How excited are you?
Oh my gosh, I can't even describe it. You know, it's been 6 years since my last album, so to finally have it coming out next week, I'm just completely beside myself. Like, I cannot wait until everybody can hear it.
So what can your fans expect? Is this going to be true to Jordan Sparks, or is this going to be a little bit more of a mature side of you?
I think it's both. It's definitely true to me. 19 to 25 is definitely a big growth spurt. I mean, I got to live, I got to grow and learn a lot, and that's definitely was applied to the album. But I feel like there's a little bit of everything for everyone. I'm a 90s kid, so I grew up listening to the best 90s R&B, Mariah, Whitney, Babyface, Boyz II Men, you know, all of them.
Yeah.
So I was really influenced by them. So there's a little bit of there's a lot of R&B influence. There's pop influence, country influence, a little bit of rock influence. But there's power ballads, there's sensual songs, there's some really fun club tracks as well. So I feel like people are really going to enjoy it. But it's definitely me. I was able to finally do music that I grew up listening to, that I enjoy singing, and being able to go in with that type of freedom, you know, what I wanted to say and what I wanted to sound like. I feel like I really have a complete body of work.
It sounds, I can't wait to hear some of it. It really sounds great. So did you write, I know you write music, Jordan, did you write most of the music on this album?
I wrote a lot of songs on the album. Every song, though, even if I didn't write it, was approved by me. I was not about to do this album and, you know, not have 100% control over what the sound was or, you know, what the lyrical content or anything was. So I really related to all the songs on the album. I'm very proud of each one, and I feel like being able to have that creative control is kind of rare these days. So I feel very blessed that I was able to have that.
All right. I have a 14-year-old daughter, Jordan, who's a big fan of yours, and I told her that I was going to get to interview today, and she was very excited. And I said, well, what does a 14-year-old want to know, or what kind of question does she have for Jordan Sparks? And she wants to know, what's your favorite new song on the album and why?
My favorite new song, ooh, goodness. It's hard to pick a favorite, actually, because I've been working so hard on these songs, but I would have to say They Don't Give is very special. Like I said, being a 90s kid, being able to co-write with Babyface was a dream come true. So to work with him was amazing. I just got chills thinking about it. It was amazing to be able to work with him, and I definitely related to the song and the lyrics as well, so that one's very special. What's her name?
Her name is Aurora.
Hi, Laura. Just wanted to say hi. Thank you for your question.
You just made her day. Absolutely. So you've been busy the last 6 years. You just haven't been sitting around. You've been touring. You've been singing for presidents. You've been, what, on Broadway?
Broadway, right.
Goodness.
Acting.
What do we have ahead of you? Is there more acting in your future?
I hope so. I got bitten by the acting bug, and I absolutely love it. I was able to do Broadway, do movies, like, you know, be on some of my favorite shows, and it's been really amazing. I love anything creative, so that definitely falls under that umbrella, and I've been trying to hone that side of my artistry, so I've been, you know, taking classes and going on lots of auditions, so hopefully I'll be able to do more of it. I absolutely would love to.
Well, being an artist such as yourself, there's the performance side of what you do, and then there's the business side of what you do. And when you won American Idol, you were with one label, was Jive, right? And you put out 2 albums with them, but now you're with another label, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, I am.
And tell us why you made the switch and why you like where you are right now.
Well, I made the switch just because I felt like it wasn't for lack of trying to put out a new, you know, a 3rd album, because I definitely was trying the past 6 years, but it just felt right, you know. Jive merged into RCA, and that in turn made the roster even bigger, and I just wanted to be somewhere where I felt like they were actually working to help me put something out. There's a lot of amazing artists over on RCA, and I'm very thankful for everything that they did for me, but I'm now on Louder Than Life, and the roster, I think, currently is 12 other artists, so I really feel like it's great, and obviously it was a good transition, because now I have music coming out, so it's been very, very good.
Awesome. Real quick, we got to let you go, but tell us, can DC expect to see you in concert anytime soon?
I hope so. You know, once the album comes out, I'm hoping that I can go tour and go across the country and see everybody. I'm hoping I can tour internationally too, so we'll see. But DC is definitely one of those spots that I always go to when I tour, so you can definitely expect me to be there.
Well, we can't wait for your new album next Friday. It's called Right Here, Right Now, so go and check it out. Jordan Sparks, it's been a delight talking with you today.
Thanks,
Best
Jordan.
of luck. Come and see us in DC
Thank you so
soon.
much.
All right, well, still ahead on Let's Talk Live, children can be picky eaters, especially when it comes to fruits and vegetables in particular. So how about mixing it all up? Literally, right after this break, we're making delicious, healthy smoothies that are the perfect after-school snack. Stay with us for some great recipes.
Plus, you have the chance to win a premium DC Lottery prize pack loaded with cool DC Lottery swag and a $50 gift card. So just call the number on the bottom of your screen. Do it right now. Here's the number, 703-387-1020, and you could have a chance to win. Do it now.
And make sure that you follow us on Twitter. We tweet during the show live and post behind-the-scene photos. We'll be right back.
6 minutes.
Well, now that school is almost back in session, providing a nutritious after-school snack is on a lot of parents' minds.
Oh, yeah, and that's why we've brought in some help today. You have seen him on shows like the Travel Channel's Fiery Food Challenge and the Food Network's Beat Bobby Flay. And today, we've got Chef Jay Jackson, also known as Mr. Foodtastic, with us today. He's going to help us whip up some healthy, delicious after-school smoothies. I love smoothies.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here. I love children. I love giving back. I love the idea of them having healthy starts. And so when I think about like healthy starts, I think about smoothies because it's a very quick, easy thing to do. It's something that kids can do. So it gives them the opportunity to get involved in the kitchen as well. They don't have to cook. It's very simple. And so I have 3 smoothies here that we can kind of go through the ingredients on and talk about how we can make smoothies for the kids to keep them healthy.
So a pink one and a green one
and
a
looks like
a chocolate
that's what I was thinking, the colors. They're very colorful.
I have a niece, so that's like the pretty and pink one. And basically all it is, it's raspberries, it's strawberries, a little orange juice, a little plain yogurt. You mix that in a blender, and you have a healthy smoothie. You can add simple things like toppings. I'm going to have some granola here, and this is a good way to introduce some kind of grains to them as well, things they might not normally have. So you have like some candied pecans here, some pumpkin seeds. All these things can be added on, and I'll give you one.
Ooh, do I get to sample this?
Sample
this looks really good.
What do the
this is for your
seeds
niece.
do to your smoothie as far as from a nutritional
From a nutritional standpoint, I mean, it's loaded in vitamins, which is a good thing. Also gives kind of a texture contrast, so something to kind of chew on. You wouldn't normally think with a smoothie, I'm going to chew. But this is something, an opportunity to kind of garnish it
Feels
with.
more like a meal too when you're chewing something.
exactly.
What do you think of that one,
Exactly.
Jackie?
I think it's good. It's really sweet, actually.
Is it? Yeah.
But
And it's
it's
just
all
natural.
healthy stuff in here. So what
all
kind of
natural.
calorie
You didn't
count
add
are we
sugar
talking
to that?
about?
No sugar
No
whatsoever.
sugar? No honey?
We're trying to
even?
avoid sugar. I do have one that has just a hint of sugar.
yeah.
But I try to avoid sugar altogether. It just gives the kids something that's naturally sweet, so they get to learn about produce and ways to sweeten things without just adding artificial sugar.
So what's the secret to a good smoothie? I noticed that your smoothies don't have any ice or any ice cream in them to kind of give them that thicker texture. I mean, I know the Greek yogurt kind of adds some
Yogurt
thickness
is
to it.
a great way to kind of thicken it up and make it kind of heartier. You can add ice, which is another option. Of course, that's no calories whatsoever.
And does the
That's simple
blender
way.
make the difference?
The blender helps. I mean, I like Ninja blenders. They're very quick and they kind of grind everything. The blender helps, so a good blender will kind of set you a long way. But really, it's just having good ingredients, mixing them well, and having something that kind of ties it all together, which a yogurt is a great thing to do.
All right, take us through your green smoothie over there.
Yeah.
Green one, this one is fun. So this has actually got avocado in it. It's got condensed milk. It's got some kale in it. It's got some kiwi in it as well. I'll give you this one.
Yeah, you try that one, because I'm going to be honest, when I say my
might like
11-year-old
this.
saw that, he'd be like, that's green, I'm not
Exactly.
eating
I'm
that.
not gonna have it. So, but if you get them to taste it,
Yeah?
Delicious.
you get them to taste
that's
it,
really
you can
good.
usually kind of change their mind.
Tell us what else in this again?
So it's got avocado
It
in
tastes
it.
like prune juice.
I-
Seriously,
Does it
if
really?
this were dark brown and I closed my eyes, I would say, oh,
Prune
that's
juice?
prune juice. Because there's a thickness to the...
Yeah.
Okay.
It's got a little coconut milk in it. The avocado, it's got some kale in it, and it's got some kiwi in it as well.
Wow.
And I did put ice with that
This one's really good for you, right?
Yeah, this one's great for you.
Yeah. Anything green.
And that green always goes a long way. Now this one is the one I said that has a little. It's
little bit
it's
of
a
sugar?
peanut butter smoothie. So it's got peanut
Oh,
butter.
kids are going to love that.
It's got a
Oh,
little
yeah.
bit of the chocolate syrup in it. You can kind of
Okay.
swirl it on at the end. I just like to kind of garnish my
Oh, wow.
little bit up top. Then
So what's in it besides peanut butter? It looks kind of chocolatey. You got the chocolate on the
it's
top.
peanut butter, chocolate. I use soy milk because I don't really like dairy, and that's it. And it's pretty cut and dry.
Yeah, so you
blend
can
it all
use
together.
soy milk,
You use
almond milk.
soy,
What about almond milk? Or
coconut,
Coconut milk.
any milk
milk, yeah.
or any dairy substitute you want to use, or you can just use milk.
Yeah.
If you're good old-fashioned way, I just kind of try to avoid it, but I think it's a good, it's a real powerful one. This is for like high energy, so this is got for the guy or for the little kids that have the after-school programs that they attend or after-school athletics. This is a
Yeah,
great way
so
to
that's
kind of
always my
power
issue.
through.
Like my son has football, which is at like 5:30. So it's too early really to eat a meal, and you don't want to do that before you go to practice, but you need something to like help him to sustain for a couple
Absolutely.
hours.
So this is the
Absolutely.
perfect thing.
It is the perfect thing.
Wow.
Yeah,
And
it's
the
a good-
protein in there kind of helps.
It all kind of gives them that fuel that they need to kind of keep going. Like I said, I really like to work with schools. We're doing a brunch series next month, or this month actually, August 23rd. We're doing a brunch. There's one of my signature items up front,
Ooh,
the
that
French
looks
toast.
good.
That's the Churro French toast. And all the proceeds are going to go to kind of benefit public schools. We're asking all the attendees to kind of bring a certificate from Walmart to do uniforms.
Oh,
We'll
nice.
also have some
Great.
bags that we're giving out full of school supplies, so all the people that will attend will be able to send their kids off to school the right way. So hopefully people can come out to support that as well.
It's nice that you give back like
Yeah,
that. You like to
it's-
talk to kids too,
I
speak
do,
to them,
I do,
motivational
I
kind of
do.
speaking.
Any chance I can get, I try to get out there. Middle schools, universities, you name it. All the schools I like to get out and kind of support them.
And you cook for celebrities too.
I do. LeBron James, Lady Gaga,
Really?
you name it. I've been able to and been fortunate to work with a lot of great people.
Wow. Did you actually go on tour with Lady Gaga?
I did.
hear that?
It was fun. Overseas
must
tour.
have
Did
been
you drink this
amazing.
smoothie?
She did. No chocolate smoothie.
All right, spill a secret for us. What's her go-to food?
She's actually very healthy, so this is kind of right up her alley.
Oh, really?
A lot of clean foods, not as crazy as that meat dress you saw. Just very basic, healthy, good stuff. She enjoys it all.
Chef Jay Jackson, Mr. Foodtastic, thanks for cooking up some, or mixing up some smoothies for us.
Thanks
They
for
look
having
delicious.
me.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Come back again.
Will do.
And make sure to stay with us because coming up next, you're going to have a chance to Win a premium DC Lottery prize pack loaded with cool DC Lottery stuff and a $50 gift card too. So just call the number on your screen right now at 703-387-1020. Don't want to miss this opportunity for some green. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Let's Talk Live. So it's that time of the year. Your student is heading off to college soon. Can you believe it? And as a parent, of course, you've got many worries about it, including how in the heck are you going to handle those finances for the first time? Here to help you and your child navigate through their school budget is Cal Brown from Savant Capital Management. Welcome, Cal.
Thank you.
Thanks
Good to see you again.
So many questions. It's hard to figure out exactly where to begin because we've got room, we've got board, we've got tuition, we've got, filling up the dorm room, all kinds of things. What's the first big focus that parents and students should be preparing for as they start their first year in school?
I think it's communication, really getting clear on who's going to pay for what. And, I give personalized advice, so this is going to be general advice, but every family is different, and even within a family, the relationship with each child can be different. Different families have different levels of income and assets, and so I'm going to say some general things here, but it may not apply to a particular family.
Okay, so what do you think? Should students and parents split the bill for college, or?
I think that's a good idea, but some parents pay the whole thing. Some parents cannot pay anything.
Right.
So it's as long as there's clarity, a clear understanding of the student what they are going to have to be responsible for, and this should happen many years before the freshman year, so they have time to earn an income to pay their fair share. But I do think it means more to them if they pay it out of their own pocket.
Yeah, my parents always said that too, that you're going to be a little more invested. You might work a little bit harder for some of those grades and really feel like you've accomplished something more because you had a stake, I guess, in your education.
And if you work in one of those hard jobs, studying and going to college might be better than doing this for the rest of your life.
Right.
In the hot sun or whatever.
So what about student loans and getting that kind of help?
I know student loans have made it possible for a lot of people to get an education. So with that said, I generally don't like them.
Okay.
Because I'm working with people on the other side that have tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars of debt. And they may have majored in something that they couldn't get a job in, and so I tell people to be very, very cautious, and be very thoughtful about what you're going to major in. Is this major going to have a good return on investment?
Right. Are you going to get a payoff for what
Right.
you invested into your education? I mean, what is the average cost anyway of getting a bachelor's degree?
At a public state university, about $20,000 a year.
A year.
I mean, I paid $40,000 for my first house.
Wow.
So we're talking $80,000 in private schools. Their financial aid packages are usually better, so that it usually comes out equivalent. You don't look at the sticker price, but the net
Right.
price. But I mean, they can be $100,000, $120,000, $150,000 for a 4-year education.
And how long is that going to take the average student to pay that off?
Decades.
Yeah.
And they're not discharged in bankruptcy. So if you can't get rid of them, you have to pay them off, and it's
Right.
not any fun.
Okay, so we have, besides tuition and room and board, we have a lot of other expenses, and some parents may give, their kid a credit card, and this is how you're going to get by, but credit gets kids into a lot of trouble
Right.
and debt early on. And in fact, I think the best advice my dad ever gave me when I was going off to college, he's like, a credit is for convenience only, never use it to borrow money.
I would say use it for emergencies only,
Emergencies.
because as a high school kid or kid growing up, mom and dad just supply all the money. It's limitless. It's infinite. And at some point, you got to learn that there's a finite supply, and this will end. Problem is, the credit card delays that day of reckoning, and then when it comes, it's extremely painful. So it's better to be very, very judicious with the use of cash only or checks, and not credit, except, like I said, for an emergency.
Okay. What kind of resources are available? I mean, you hear these stories about all these scholarships and grants that people don't even know about, and they never get used. So how can parents go about finding something that their kids might be able to qualify for to help pay
That's a
some of the
great
burden?
question. I mean, the good news is a lot of information now available on the internet that wasn't there when I was going to school.
Right.
But the first place to start is with the FAFSA, the Free Application for Federal Student Aid. And through that, the schools generally have most of the financial aid package. That's where it originates.
Right.
But there are things you can, different clubs, Rotary clubs, Kiwanis clubs, and things like that offer scholarships. I'm in a Kiwanis club, and we do that for some kids. So I would just say ask around, network, talk to people, organizations that you or your parents belong to are very helpful.
All right. And any other big tips on saving money?
Well, saving money, start when your kid's young, put it in a 529 plan. Once they get,
Right.
High school, college age, then work is a good thing.
Right. And your relatives and your friends can all do 529 plans going towards your kids'
That's right.
education too, right? It doesn't
That's right.
just have to be you or your relative.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great advice.
Okay.
Thank you for joining us this
Happy to
morning,
be
Ken.
here.
Yeah, absolutely. If you want more information about how you can help your student navigate through their finances in college, you can go to savantcapital.com. We'll have more Let's Talk Live right after this break. Stay with us.
Good morning. It's never too early to prepare for winter. And our next guests are here to explain why you should start getting your home ready for the colder weather now. Back with us today are the owners of Windows Plus LLC, Reg Wayland and Tom Camarca. Welcome, guys.
Thank you, Angela.
It's been a while, and it's always great to see you.
Yeah.
Tell us where to start. How could we start preparing for winters, especially homeowners?
You know, a good time is to start now and actually go outside and take a look at your trim around your wood, around your windows and your doors. Take a small screwdriver and go down to the corners and see if the screwdriver will actually go in very easily. Because a lot of times painters will paint right over rot, and you won't know that it's rotten. Okay. So if you do find out that you have a lot of rot, now's a good time to get this repaired before the winter sets in.
So that's the kind of thing that homeowners can do on their own. What are some of the things that we can start doing right now?
Well, as far as work goes, you know, with the cold winter months coming, that cold air on a cold windy day, that's when homeowners will feel it. And quite often they remember the same feeling last year, and they promise themselves they weren't going to go through another winter. So it's a good time, especially if you remember last year having problems, to start looking at replacing your doors and windows.
Yeah, you won't be stuck and feeling all the wind in your living room in the middle of winter. But what about, okay, let's say we didn't do the pre-planning. It's the middle of winter and you need things done. Do you guys still work? Like, say if it's snowing and crazy outside?
We do. I mean, we work year-round. Now, if it's snowing or raining, there's not a whole lot that we can do. Or if it's bitter cold, about 20 degrees, it's hard to work in the very cold weather. But it makes it a lot more difficult to try to get something in the middle of the winter, providing something went bad where the homeowners could have taken care of it a little bit earlier.
That's a good point, especially if you need to order something. Yeah. How long does something like that take?
Generally, the process will tell people anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks we can complete it. There are certain products we can get in sooner, but that's a good rule of thumb, 4 to 6 weeks. And like you say, if you wait until the winter time to make this decision, you know, bad weather can come in, and then you can start kind of being pushed back because of the weather, and it's kind of like the holidays. Everyone wants to get everything done before the holidays, and that's generally the time of year we see backlogs because so many people want to get stuff done.
I could imagine. They're like, okay, I've got family coming, friends coming, they're going to stay with me. So where do you recommend people start? They say, okay, I probably need to do something, not sure what to do. Where do you start?
Most people will start with the windows. Okay, the windows is where they're going to feel the cold versus the siding or through their doors. And then you're going to have more windows in your house, of course, than you are doors. So windows is a good place to start.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you. And I guess, you know, you have to kind of wrap your brain around it. It's so beautiful outside these days. It's gorgeous.
You're not thinking about it.
Nobody wants to think, okay, in just a few months. I mean, it's already mid-August.
Yeah.
You know, Labor Day is right around the corner.
Yeah, it was a nice, cool morning this morning. Kind of felt like fall to me this morning.
I know. I love this kind of weather. Yeah. But winter is definitely coming. I mean, you know, people have to be proactive and start thinking about these things.
Sure.
All right, so we've checked. We've got our screwdriver. We've, you know, looked for rust and things like that that could be painted over. What's the next step?
Well, you know, it's a good time, like Reg said, if you've got issues with rotten trim. Usually if there's rotten trim, it's a good source for air leakage. You know, give us a call. You at least get an idea now of what, you know, what things are going to cost. There's a lot of options out there. Again, you don't want to be in the middle of winter and be forced or hurried up to make a decision.
Exactly.
You got plenty of time to look at different options. You could do a little bit now, a little bit in another month or two from now, and still kind of be ready for the cold winter. You know?
From an economical standpoint, people who maybe never really think about this kind of thing, for them to save money, I guess, down the long haul, down the pike, what should they start thinking about now? What is the most economical thing to do?
They would save probably the most money in the beginning would be on the windows, having the windows replaced, okay? And then followed by the siding. Siding is about 75% of your home, and then the windows is about 25%. But the windows is going to let the most cold in. Okay. So I would start with the windows.
And what about the doors? When do you know you need to start replacing things like that?
Well, with doors, you know, if they're double doors, you know, you'll tend to see air gaps on double doors sooner than you would a single door. Two doors come together or at the sill. Cold, hard, blowing rain can get underneath the door.
Ooh, that can't be good.
The doors are going to be more expensive than your windows, but you know, depending on where that door is, north, south, east exposure, some of them can, you know, take a big beating and let a lot of cold air in. So
That's good.
it's a good time to start thinking about it.
You've given us good information. Reg, Tom, great to see you guys again.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Angela.
much. Well, as I said, thank you so much. It's a good time to start thinking about weatherizing and winterizing your home. Make sure to stay with us because you'll have a chance to win a premium DC Lottery prize pack loaded with really cool DC Lottery swag and $50 gift cards. Just call the number on the bottom of your screen right now. It's 703-387-1020, and you don't want to miss your opportunity.
Well, this is DC Beer Week, and one of the best events is coming up this weekend. Head on down near the White House Saturday for the Old Ebbitt Grill's Craft Brouhaha. And joining me today to talk about it, we've got Chef Jeff Eng. Hi, Chef. Love the hair.
Thank you.
From Clyde's of Tower Oaks Lodge, and Erin Weston. She's with Flying Dog Brewery. That's a great name. Good to see you guys. So this is the 7th year for Brouhaha?
It is.
Wow. So what can we expect this year?
Well, we have 9 chefs, local chefs, and then 9 local breweries, and Flying Dog happens to be one of them, and we're paired up together.
Is this going to be the best year for the event ever?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Absolutely. Yes.
Does it get bigger? I mean, more people hear about it. It catches on every year, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. Everyone wishes that they didn't miss the party. So as we get closer to it, yeah, you can definitely see the spike in sales.
So this is at Old Ebbitt Grill.
That's correct.
Is it going to be indoors or outdoors?
It'll be indoors.
Indoors.
Yeah.
And how many people are you expecting?
We're expecting about, hopefully, 700. So we'll see.
My goodness.
Yeah,
So you got room for 700 there, huh? That sounds good. Tell us a little bit, Erin, about craft beer. DC is a really big city for craft beer. I just heard today there was some new study done. It was like the 6th in the nation for popularity of craft beers. Tell us about this phenomenon and why it's growing.
Yeah, craft beer is huge. Flying Dog has actually been around for 25 years in the craft beer scene, and since we've been in the DC market, it's been an explosion. So So people are loving it. You see the kind of locavore movement that's been around for years with food translating into beers. So it's awesome for the scene here in DC.
Now, you are with Flying Dog Brewery. That's a great name. And are you local? You're local right here?
Yeah, we're right up in Frederick, Maryland.
And the beer that you're going to be showing off on Saturday is local as well?
It is. So the first one we have is our Dead Rise Old Bay Summer Ale. So it's actually brewed with Old Bay seasoning. It's a summer offering for us, and Jeff's dish is going to be killer with it.
Okay, so you're pairing this together with his dish. And what are you making?
So we're going to make a Chesapeake oyster. We're going to use the searzall just to sear one side real quickly, and then serve it with a corn puree and a little bit of fried chicken skin.
Ooh, doesn't that sound yummy? So can you show us how you do this?
Absolutely. So we're going to shuck our oysters, and then we're going to use this fancy tool here.
Oh, so when you shuck your oysters, you need a tool, right? Like this sharp thing? You just split this
You got it. It comes right off. So what we're doing now is just searing the top of the oyster, and you can see it's starting to curl a little bit.
Now, why do you do that?
That's to really get the flavor of, and then we're going to add a little chicken skin.
Now, does that cook it?
It does.
It does, or just on the edges?
Yeah, you just want to cook it just a little bit.
And when you cook it just on the edges, is it harder to get off of the shell?
No,
it
not at
slides
all.
right
It's
off?
going to come right out of there. Okay? And we have a little bit of fried chicken skin. So, you know, we're doing Old Bay, so we brought the best part of the fried chicken, just the skin. Okay.
So you take the skins off the chicken? Nothing
Yes,
goes
we
to waste
do.
in
That's
here.
right.
Nothing.
Absolutely.
Okay, and then you throw it in the deep fryer?
Yes, we do.
After you dredge it with
we dredge
what?
a little bit of seasoned flour, secret spices in there.
And the Old Bay.
And the Old Bay, of
And then you
course.
just use it as a bread sort of topping?
That
on
makes
this?
it nice and crunchy.
Very nice and flavorful, too.
Absolutely.
All right, and you've got some other little toppings.
Yeah, I got a little micro basil. And this is a corn puree. We're just sticking with that Maryland
Now, how do you
theme.
make that?
We take corn, of course, shallots, a little bit of butter, and then we make a corn stock. And what we do is we take the corn off of the kernels off of the cobs, and we char them on the grill. And we just boil them with water and lots of aromatics.
Wow.
And that becomes the base of our sauce. So we're going to do a little...
There's a lot of steps that go into these little oysters.
Absolutely. And this is the freeze-dried corn. So this is what you'll be eating after, like, the zombie apocalypse. This is what everyone will be eating.
Let's hope
So
not.
some more crunchy items on top there. And this
voila.
is going to be served with a Dead Rise.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Now, tell us about this beer pairing. Now, this is going to be a sort of salty, seafoody kind of taste, right? And vegetables too. Why did you pick this, Erin, to go with the oysters?
So
Go ahead.
Was it you who picked it? Who picked this?
They picked the beers, and I kind of matched
Oh,
the
so it was the other way around. Oh, so you knew what beer was coming first.
Yeah. So
Okay, so this question is this question is for you. So, Jeff, why did you pick this food to go with Erin's beer?
Well, I really wanted to stay with, you know, the Maryland theme. You know, restaurants in Maryland, breweries in Maryland. Crab was too easy, so we wanted to stick with seafood though. I went with a Chesapeake oyster, and then of course Maryland fried chicken. So those are nice pairings that are really going to work well with the
Oh, it
with the
sounds
beer.
good. All right, so this is the
Yes, this is our Dead Rise.
Dead Rise.
Yeah.
Talk about zombie apocalypse. Dead Rise. Okay.
So Dead Rise was actually named by a boat that works the Chesapeake Bay. It was built specifically for the waters of the bay, and the hull is actually a dead rise, so it's shallower in the front and then goes kind of sharp turn in the back to make it navigable in the shallow to deep waters of the bay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what it means.
Uh-huh.
Not zombies.
We like zombies too.
All right, so now what are the flavors? What am I supposed to be experiencing in this particular beer?
So with this beer, it was all about balance. Old Bay is big and bold and just such an iconic flavor for the area. So our brewers wanted to create a balance between the spice that we all know and love and just some crisp, refreshing citrus hops to make it a nice kind of light summer ale.
All right. Yummy.
Good?
Yummy. I can see why the craft beer movement is taking hold in DC for sure. Now tell us quickly how Brouhaha works. You have to buy an entrance ticket?
That's right. Tickets are available on ebbit.com. They're $65. The event starts at 8 o'clock.
And what, at 8 p.m. And what do you get for your $65?
All you can eat and all
you can drink.
Yeah.
safely care to drink.
Wow, so everything's included after that.
Absolutely.
A fun night to be
Yes.
had, and it's going to be on Saturday, so check it out. Old Emmett Grill's Craft Brew Ha Ha. This Saturday, August 15th, 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Aaron and Jeff, thanks so much for coming in
Thanks for having us.
and cooking for us.
Yeah,
And pouring
anytime.
for us. And join us coming up next, because you're going to have the chance to win a premium DC Lottery prize pack loaded with cool DC Lottery swag and $50 gift cards too. So just call the number on the bottom of your screen. Do it right now, 703-387-1020. You definitely don't want to miss this. We'll be right back.
Boy, follow the oysters. Oh, why did I bring this? You know what? Unfortunately, I'm sorry.
Hello.
Your mic on. Stand by to say hello to the caller.
Hello.
Hello.
The caller? Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Hello, this is Angela. I don't know if you can hear me on the line.
Hi, Angela. How are you?
You said they want a gift? Wonderful. Wonderful.
Hello.
Hello, I
Hello?
don't know if you're there.
Hello.
Hi,
Hi.
this is Angela. Are you on the line? If you are, let's chit chat. And
Hello.
congratulations, winner.
Hi. Thank you.
Congratulations, winner. Are you on the line?
Yes, I'm here. Hello.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear
Oh,
you.
there you are.
Hi.
Hi. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well. Not as good as you, though,
Yes,
winner.
I'm excited. Yes.
So we'll just flow, but I want to ask you to just stand by until we refer to you, because we're going to be live.
Okay, we'll do.
All right. Thank you so much.
No problem.
So we're starting off. Tell me all about the milk. Well, who doesn't want to be a millionaire, right? Well, you've come to the right place, because all this week we've been talking to the DC Lottery about all of their exciting winning opportunities. Today, it's all about the big money. We're talking million-dollar tickets, games, and more ways to win big with the DC Lottery. Here to tell us all about it is Agnes Moss from the DC Lottery. But before we get to her, remember to keep tuning in for the big event on Friday. We're going to watch one lucky player make a grab for up to $5,000 in the DC Lottery's money machine right here on Let's Talk Live. We'll see you on Friday, but right now, let's get to the big money. Agnes, how you doing?
Angela. I'm great.
I am
great.
so excited.
I am too. I'm very excited.
You guys are giving away so much money.
That's what we do, Angela.
Yes, and you're doing so well. Millions of dollars.
Yes,
You've got this millionaire
yes.
club?
We have a millionaires club. The DC Lottery is actively recruiting for its millionaires club, and membership is always open, Angela.
How do you become a member?
Let's talk about a few of these opportunities,
Okay.
these winning opportunities that you can get your ticket. You know, Monday I was here and we talked about 100 times the cash. That's the scratch ticket that has two $1 million prizes out there. Now, this ticket is amazing because it offers over $7.4 million in cash prizes. Angela, this is the hot ticket for the season.
That's pretty hot.
It's hot.
I
It's
like
hot.
it. So what if you're not a scratcher?
If you're not a scratcher, you know, we have our family of jackpot games. Let me see see if these names ring a bell.
Okay.
Powerball,
Yeah.
Mega Millions,
Wish I won it.
and Hot Lotto. And let me say something about Hot Lotto. You know, Hot Lotto is an exclusive to DC in this region.
Okay.
That means that you can only play Hot Lotto with the DC Lottery. And Angela, with the Hot Lotto, the jackpot you see is the jackpot you get.
Oh my
because we
goodness.
pay the federal, state, and local taxes.
What?
Read my lips. No taxes here, right?
You know what's so nice? I mean, it's all good, but knowing that there is a big winner from right here in the DMV, Michael Graham.
Michael Graham, you know, he's our hometown hero.
Yeah.
You know, he won the DC lottery, but let me tell you, in 1984, he led the Georgetown Hoyas to the NCAA championship. He was back in that winner's circle in April of 2013 when he cashed in a $1 million Powerball ticket, Angela. He is such a success story.
He's my hero.
A huge success story. And you know, he went on to open his own restaurant. We even featured him in a DC lottery commercial.
That is beautiful. There are some people who are just so lucky.
Yes,
I
yes.
want to be one of those people.
Yes.
Now, everybody's not going to win millions of dollars, but they can still win big.
Right. Well, you know, we say our players win prizes of all sizes. And right now we have a big promotion going on. It's the Big Payback. And what you can do, here's what you do.
James Brown in my head.
The Big Payback. It's our way of saying thank you to our loyal players for staying with the DC Lottery, playing with the DC Lottery. And we are awarding over $600,000 in cash prizes. Angela, this is what you do. You go to a DC Lottery retailer, purchase a $5 ticket on an online game. $5 must be on one ticket.
Okay.
Go to the Second Chance website. Log in that web code, and you could be a winner.
I could be, because I'm
You
going to
could be
go
a
right
winner.
to it.
Yes.
I love it. You've got so many good things going on.
We do. It's so much fun to work at the DC Lottery. So let me tell you, I can only imagine what playing is like.
Well, you know, there's somebody who knows what playing is like,
Yes.
and she's on the line.
Let's talk to her.
Let's talk to her. Winner, Candy Burnett from Upper Marlboro, Maryland. How you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. So tell us about your story. What did you win?
I won the prize pack today.
Wow.
Congratulations, Candy.
Thank you.
Welcome to the DC Lottery family.
Thank you.
Wow, I want to be like you, Candy. You've got to be pretty excited. You know where
Yes,
you're going
I'm
to
very
spend all that
excited.
money?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Well, what are you going to do, Candy? A new pair of shoes? Dinner? Tell us.
I don't know.
You wanna go
She's
shopping with
gonna be
us?
more excited than me.
Nice.
Well,
Yes.
congratulations.
Congratulations
Thank you so
to
much.
you. Thank you so much.
Thank
This is
you,
really
Angela.
wonderful. Keep doing what you're doing. Tomorrow is going to be amazing.
It's going to be so much fun.
Somebody's got a really good opportunity to walk away with.
$5,000. Take a guess. How much are they going to win?
I don't know. $1 million?
Well, it's up to $5,000.
Really?
Yes.
Just
So,
by showing up.
I'm going to make a guess here. Maybe $2,200.
Really?
Yes.
So what do they do? What are they going to have to
They're
do?
just going to grab money out of the money machine.
And as much as they can grab, that's what they get.
Yes.
This has got to make you feel really good,
Yes.
just going around playing Santa Claus and giving away money.
Yes.
Yeah, I love it. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. Okay, so you all of you would-be millionaires out there, you've got a chance to win the game with the DC Lottery, the big game. Agnes has been wonderful. She's given us all kinds of ways to win money on the DC Lottery. Also, make sure to check out their Twitter and Facebook pages. Stay tuned all this week to win a premium DC Lottery prize pack. It's loaded with cool DC Lottery swag and $50 gift cards. And on Fun Friday, that's tomorrow, see who has a lucky chance at winning $5,000 in the exciting money machine. Keep winning. DC with the DC Lottery, where lots of people win. We'll be right back.
What a great show today. I had so much fun. Thank you for
I had fun
having
working
me.
with you too. How about Jordan Sparks on our show?
I know, and a shout out,
I
so that was
know.
really nice.
And smoothies
I enjoyed
were great
it.
too.
Which
So
were
it's a
tasty.
wonderful day. And tune in again tomorrow at 11 because we're taking a break. We're celebrating National Day of Relaxation. Perfect for Fridays, right? So we've got a massage therapist here, and we're going to learn how to relax. We definitely need that in our lives.
I have to admit a little bit. Yeah.
So you're going to be joined by Mike
Yeah.
Panine. I'm taking off a little early this weekend. Have a great day, and we'll see Jackie and Mike tomorrow.
All right. See you then. The news next.